So my name is Gilberto Martinez Jr. I was featured in one battle after another.
Beegee, here are my keys. You drop them off, you call me.
And this is my dog, Rizzo. The way we got casted was my good friend Mark Martinez, who I've been skateboarding with my whole life. He's like, hey, they're looking for skateboarders to be a part of a film. I was just down to skateboard and be in a film. We showed up behind the Chihuahua Stadium, and that's where I met the guys. Cassandra, big shout out to her. She really put us on the map. She didn't really give us a script or anything. Paul really liked us, and that's kind of how it all started happening for us. I saw Paul with his like Adidas Superstars. I'm like, okay, we're in the mix, right? We're in the mix. Becoming one on set and falling into Paul's world. So that really made it just kind of one of those life-changing experiences I'll forever cherish. SLFco is the skateboard company that my friends and I started in 2008. And at the time I had broken my ankle, which is what the first design's about. From there, I moved to Los Angeles, studied graphic design. Adding that hand-drawn element to the company is what we always enjoyed. Seeing the ocean's like one of those energies that just really inspires me spiritually. And as far as the anchor goes, my dad, he has a small anchor tattoo that he got when he was like super young. It's like a stick and poke. That's pretty much what the brand means to me, is how can I create a home and kind of create this vessel, this boat for all my friends to enjoy. So I'd say follow your dreams, be yourself, pass it on, pass on what you learned along the way, because that's what really you leave behind. What did you pass on? What things did you show those people? And yeah, be you.
All right, my name is Elijah. I'm a local El Pasoan, born and raised. I play music in a band called State Limbo. I skateboard, and I was in one battle after another. And then, of course, Sensei, right? Benicio was very humble. I talked to him a lot about just what he was doing prior. He said he had been away for a couple months and he had been filming something else prior to coming to El Paso. He told me he missed his wife, and everyone had kind of heard on set that I was playing in a band because we were playing shows and recording. And one day we walked on set and Benicio he just asked, he was like, hey, you play in a band? And I was like shocked. Well, he asked me what kind of music we play, and I told him like alternative, and he was like, oh, like the Mars Volta. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. He likes the Mars Volta. He knows. That's probably the coolest story. Oh, the Eddie Guerrero shirt. I found this shirt at Goodwill. And one of the first couple days that we were filming on set, well, not filming, we weren't even filming, they were just kind of like mapping everything out and showing everyone the spaces, and they had us just wear the clothes that we had. And I guess while they were kind of figuring out the scene, and Benicio was like, what if I say Latino Heat, come with me? And then that's when that whole thing started. I've been playing with my band probably since like 2016, so playing shows since then. I remember going to bars and having like X's on my hands, not being allowed in the bars. But yeah, I've played music my whole life. I had a little bit of an acting background, but nothing's like to this scale. Yeah, music is everything to me for sure. It's like my entire life revolved around it. Growing up, I used to open my dad's guitar case and like just pluck the strings like open, and yeah, I was super infatuated with music at a young age, and learned to sing in elementary school, and I was in choir. It's just always been a great big part of my life for sure. Just do what you want to do, I'd say. Be what you want to be. Don't let anything stop you. Anything's possible, because it really is. It's like mind over matter. If you want to do anything around, just being creative and being yourself, and I feel like you'll be rewarded for doing what you love.
What's up, guys? My name is Luis Trejo. I'm a musician, a skateboarder, just anything that deals with just being an artist. And I got featured in one battle after another. The entire experience was just insane. A moment in specific was like the scenes downtown where everybody's just like a huge chaos, It was really funny seeing people actually like act crazy, and it's part of the fantasy. And I think when you're jumping on rooftops, and you're doing this and whatever it may be, you're like sketching on cars, it's always a new experience. And I think I wasn't really aware of those things that could happen, but I loved it. It was just really cool. I think this movie taught me that the revolution's only ever going to happen if it's up to us and people who are, venture into different avenues, whether it's film, whether it's music. I'm in a rock and roll 70s band. It's called La Discordia. I play the organ, the keyboard. We just started because I always wanted to emulate people who I idolize and playing live music. It's so much fun and it's so rewarding, even though I always injure my neck from just playing really hard and stuff. But it's worth it a ton just to see people smile and dance and feel however they want to, Final thoughts. Yeah, it's never too late to pursue your dreams. There's a lot of times where I feel like you might be afraid. That's part of being an artist. You have to want to bleed it and sweat it and stay up at night and have all these turbulations happening in your head. And as long as it's heartfelt, it's real,
Yo, what's up? My name is Julian, and I'm a tattoo artist here in El Paso, Texas, and also featured in the film One Bat After Another. I'm just so grateful to be a part of something that is represented in El Paso. One of my favorite parts on set, we kind of snuck onto set, and we were just watching it firsthand. On one of the scenes when they're ripping out the door. One of my favorite parts being on set was that skateboarding downtown. That was my first time sketching on a car. And also being right there with Benicio and Leonardo, just right there on set. We were there and we'd practice over and over just to get it right. And I got to be on the back skateboarding and just seeing everything in action. And yeah. Well, I had my own tattoo shop when I was 19, and after 6 months I lost, but that didn't stop me. I did full-time out of my house. Next thing you know, the owner of this tattoo shop that I'm working at right now, he hits me up in the middle of a session and he's like, yo, come check it out. And I checked it out, and next thing you know, it's like, when can I move my stuff in? 9 years later, I'm still here. During that time, I went to school for a bachelor's degree in computer animation. I started combining tattoos with animation, making them scannable, and so that's what I'm kind of leaning towards too. Whatever you do, art, film, skating, just keep on pushing and just create your own lane and put El Paso on the map. Cool.